2016 was a year filled with monumental tragedies and victories. Our reporter Shelly Campbell is here in the studio to tell us what made headlines this year. Shelly?
That's right, guys. This year was full of ups and downs. Here's what made history. 3 coordinated bombings in Brussels were the deadliest act of terrorism in Belgium's history. Unfortunately, these attacks aren't just overseas. The Pulse nightclub in Orlando became the site of the deadliest mass shooting by a single shooter in U.S. history. And Zika made its way to the United States this year. There were 4 reported cases in Miami-Dade and Broward counties that were the first 4 locally transmitted cases. And around the same time, something a little different was also starting to spread. Pokemon Go took the world by storm after its July release. The game encouraged players to get out and catch them all. And it was a big year for the United States at the 2016 Rio Olympics. Team USA brought home over 120 medals. 46 of those were gold, so a pretty big year for the U.S. We watched as the world said goodbye to Michael Phelps and said hello to the all-around champion, Simone Biles. Hurricane Matthew left its impact on the Caribbean and the southeast United States. Luckily, Central Florida fared pretty well with it never making landfall. And 108 years later, the Chicago Cubs are finally the World Series champions. The Cubs defeated the Cleveland Indians in an unforgettable Game 7. And what was probably the most talked about event of 2016, the presidential election. Both Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton made multiple stops in Central Florida in hopes to snag that I-4 corridor vote. In the early morning hours on November 9th, Donald Trump emerged as the president-elect of the United States. And just last week, former Cuban leader Fidel Castro died at age 90, spurring both mourning and celebration in Cuba and South Florida. These were just some of the important events that had happened this year. We hope to see a better and brighter 2017. Back to you, Jenna and Vanessa.